You, this is your boy, Alano B, the billionaire, the sweetness of shooting. I'm doing this video by myself. I've never done it before. Recording by myself, set the camera by myself. I don't know the headroom, I'm not sure about it, but I think it's fine. If you understand the filming principles and regulations, you have to have headroom, you have to have good position, camera angles, whatever. But here I am trying to make sure that I create content for the past like 2 months or 3. I haven't been able, I think 2 months, I haven't been able to upload a video that, like a real video. I've done a few podcasts, and one thing that I never knew, we don't have free hosting podcasts. I've tried to access a few, but I'm limited with how long I can host for free. Like it's a month, you're only given 1 month subscription. From there you have to now you have to pay for it, which is fine. So my screen has Tesla truck. I don't know when Elon Musk is producing or releasing this truck to the market, because naturally I love what Elon Musk does when it comes to Tesla, when it comes to SpaceX, when it comes to Boring Company. Like, I naturally love what this guy does, because this guy is a go-getter. This guy, he can pursue. He's an influencer. He's a real thing. Like, whenever I watch what he makes and what he does, how he do his things, it makes me excited, and that's why I just get motivated watching what he says. And the good thing that with Elon Musk is that he's never swayed by the masses. He doesn't do it because the people are doing it. He does it because he wants to do it by himself. And if even you read about Elon Musk when he wanted to build the SpaceX, this guy had to go to Russia. He wanted to buy the SpaceX from Russia, but the Russians said, no, we can't sell it for you. We can sell it to you. And what he did is he decided to build his, and here he is. SpaceX has collaborated with NASA. Now they have built a lot of things that are happening right now. Even going to the space is becoming more accessible. Look at this Richard Branson from UK. He has done it. Jeff Bezos is also trying to do it. So people are trying to think and configure their mind and come up with the best ideas possible. But Elon Musk for me is always the top on this list. So guys, today I just want to talk about Metaverse. Metaverse is a product. It's not like it's like a ecosystem of Facebook, Instagram, and all the companies that Mark Zuckerberg owns. And recently I had to understand what's Metaverse. So the good thing is they uploaded a video on YouTube, and this is a 1 hour presentation from Mark Zuckerberg, what it really means, or what Metaverse really means. And for me, I could have given it the simplest definition as it's just 3D. Our elements, our eyes are used to 3D. 3D is a 3-dimension. You have 3 sides. But when it comes to content creation, especially in the market, many people have been using 2D creation. And 2D means like flat. You can't be able to see the other perspective. So, especially when hosting a lot of things. So for me, I feel like he just used Metaverse, but the simplest way he could have said, we are transitioning into 3D space. And okay, it's a good thing, because if I evaluate, many companies are building the 3D VR glasses, but these companies are struggling with the content. For example, Google has their VR glasses. Apple are building them. Now, Facebook are also building their VR glasses. But the biggest question is, these VR glasses have to have special content. You see, flat content on VR glasses, it doesn't work very well. So you need to have the 3D content that gives you the 3 dimension. For example, if you have watched this, I'm not a fan of cartoons, by the way, to be honest. But if you have watched the Disney one, they have a lot of cartoons. So assume those cartoons, they are manipulated now to depict not the cartoon system, but now our daily activities. Let's say when I'm talking, I can have my avatar besides me that I'm conversing with. So people, like for me, I believe now there will be my 3D somewhere being created by somebody, and this one is I will be able to interact with the other person. If I'm having a meeting, let's say Zoom, I've seen even local DJs hosting parties on Zoom, and they get to interact with people. But now, assume this party that the DJ is hosting is in 3D space, and you can be able to join with your avatar or your 3D model. So that's what, if you look at the video, that's what Mark Zuckerberg is also trying to explain. Or let's say tutorials teaching people. I can be able to represent myself with my own cartoon version in 3D format, so that the cartoon can do the presentation. And keep in mind that when things change, a lot of things also happen, because we are having a lot of, if you know 9D VR glasses, they totally have games, and these games, they are built in 3D format. This means there is going to be a lot of content creation, especially the virtual reality content. Assume now, the way Mark Zuckerberg explains it, virtual reality means VR means virtual reality. Then we have AR, augmented reality. So this means if you have watched any video that showcases the augmented reality reality is a space that is extended in a 3D format or 3D space. These people, the market is trying to figure out how do we present ourselves in a way that people can be able to appreciate this 3D content we are trying to bring to the market. And that has been the biggest struggles with these VR and AR glasses, to be sure. The content there's a time I was working for certain companies. I'm good at, I create 3D content also. And there's these glasses that we bought. I will show my image that I'm wearing, maybe. Then these glasses, to be sure, we had not known how to configure them. So I tried to think, how can we do it? So when I tested the glasses, it needed a special type of content. So I had to try and create them. Once I tested the content, it was working fine, although it was not as perfect as it was expected. But that was around 2016 when Google, but those glasses are not from Google. I think they're from a generic company. And that has shown how this company has suppressed their production system when it comes to VR and AR glasses. Look, there are not as many as they are. And Mark Zuckerberg goes ahead and explains how you can do even surgery to people using your VR glasses. You can be able to see the model of the man, the parts, and everything. Remember, 5G is already on the way. The countries have already installed 5Gs. It's only some of them. I think in Kenya we also have some places that are operating on 5G. That's my assumption, because Safaricom was doing the installation, I remember, and they had the article explaining the process of installing the 5G. Remember, the advantages of 5G is high speed. So high speed is you can be able to stream your 8K content on 5G network. So if I can be able to do that, and now people also want to do they can operate you online. A doctor from US doesn't need to fly into Kenya to carry out an operation from a patient or a sick person. He can do it from abroad. This is the kind of thing Mark Zuckerberg is trying to explain to the people, that the improvisation and the change we are bringing in is to make sure that everything is easily and can be able to be manipulated in a format that we as human beings can be able to understand easily. Good. But now, what are Africans doing on it? Because we have been consumers for many years. We have consumed Facebook as content. Now we are riding on it as job creation, or we use it for marketing and all those kind of platforms. But sometimes I always ask myself, when these companies decide to shut down their apps, or they now decide to say, let these guys not access our content, just the way Trump decided to remove Huawei from Android, and that's the way China has WeChat and it's not in US, and just the way Chinese company don't use US apps. Even the Chinese government, they don't have Google, they don't have Facebook, although we have, you know how to bypass those kind of IPs when using VPN. But look at the restrictions. So if in Africa we get restricted to such kind of, or we get that kind of conditions, what are we going to do? How are we going to pull ourselves? Because I always feel like we need to challenge ourselves. We need to create. Now, the transition is happening very fast. Tomorrow we shall have metaverse. Then give it to the 3 days. Metaverse is out, and then we have another app called Zuroi. Then Zuroi will explain how this is what we do, and we can do this and this and this. People are trying to create the simplest way of communicating to people, because we are becoming more and more lazy, and that's why they're bringing in robots to do the 24-hour jobs. So in Africa, we're still doing the manual work. We don't have like the best systems that can do these things. And it's not that we can't do. I don't know what's the problem. And for sure, I've seen the metaverse presentation from Mark Zuckerberg. It's a good thing. We just wait for, you see, some of these things take time to get implemented. And also, remember, he said they have set aside, correct me if I get the figure wrong, I think 180 trillion US dollars to train people on how to create content. Look at that amount of money. Our Kenyan budget, I think it's around 4 trillion. So take 4 trillion, divide by 180. What? It's a lot of money. So 45 times. As a country or as a continent, we need to challenge ourselves. So guys, if you find this video relevant to you and you can be able to share, also aspire to create content that is very good. And I know with this, I believe I always improve, and I will always do my best to make sure that I get the best content out there. And also make sure, as a young person, understand how to research and understand how to create, because people are consuming. So be the producer and you'll get whatever you want. This is your boy, Alano B, the billionaire, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are around 505 subscribers. No hurry, organic growth. I would like to market the video, but sometimes I look at it like, why should I market for views? No, I need people to learn. Even if only 2 people will watch and they will appreciate, that's the best way of growing. Because you need to affect, like it's called guerrilla marketing. That's from within. You need to affect people within, not to push your content, not to advertise. I will advertise one day, but when you're still growing, let people get to understand your direction, your motives. So guys, subscribe. Peace.